Well, I can't believe it's already here, but today is the first day for our vegetable markets. Whatever it looks right. It's a big bunch. That's good. That's good.
That's 5. I'm gonna put a smaller one.
That's huge. That's a lot of kale.
It cooks down. That's not as much as you think. Let's go back up this way.
Feels like fall.
Yeah.
This one's all dirty, has a lot of yellow on the leaves. And we have so much kale that that'll be for the bunnies.
1, 2, 3, 6.
So Mom and I are working on kale. Dad and Frank are working on broccoli. They already got, I think, 5 of these tubs.
Oh boy. That's beautiful.
Yep.
Okay, let's fill one more tub.
We can only sell so much at market in one day. They've already, like I said, got I think 6 working on their 7th tub. And we have all this broccoli. Now this is a little bit younger. We're afraid that it might be too big for next week's market. So we might talk to some local farmers and see if they want to buy any.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
Right there's little tiny stuff coming on yet. So there's the first load. They have 2 more baskets of broccoli up there. We have kale sitting here, but we gotta go unload and come back. Now we're moving on to lettuce. This is the new red fire variety. It's really big and beautiful now.
Red fire.
It's almost hard to get in a bunch.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
That little one we'll let there. Maybe we'll take that one home.
Dad and Frank are on to collard greens.
This is the lettuce that bolted. Seem like they're nice and tender.
Yeah. They cut like, I don't even know what to say, easier than broccoli. What's that, Frank?
With all the rain we've been having, everything is just beautiful.
This is what we got so far. Kale, broccoli, and lettuce. Mom's getting boxes now for zucchini. And then yesterday,
Sammy and Frank picked garlic. This is just field run right down the row. Very nice. Obviously some small bulbs mixed in, but not too bad. 100 there. And then on the van, Mom picked 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 boxes of tomatoes out of the high tunnel, which was about the first harvest of the season. She picked a couple here and there, but not that many. A couple green. Mom, did you get a box of green tomatoes?
Not a whole box, there's a waxy. Almost full.
here's the green tomatoes. She should have picked a little more than that, but I guess that'll be okay. Mom's bringing more stuff in from the field.
This is zucchini she picked about 2 days ago that we kept in our cooler now that we got it running. And we're gonna pick some more, I think, here in a little bit.
Now I moved on to Lebanese squash, or Gouda.
That's one box. This is about perfect size that the customers like. Is that all of them, or is there more out there?
No, I gotta do the other side.
All right, well, I'll hold the box then.
Well, oh wait, there's little boxes up here.
Never mind.
Days.
If you're wondering what a Lebanese squash is, it's kind of like a zucchini, but more tender, and I think a little bit sweeter. The Lebanese, from what I hear, haul the inside out and stuff it with lamb and rice.
Now we're on to green zucchini.
I think I should pick that.
Yeah, well, it's a nice little one.
People say that they don't want them big because they're too seedy.
I know. More tender.
But then other ones want as big as they can get it.
Ooh, we should have stuffed zucchini for supper. Ooh, I should get out burger.
So we're just about loaded. We have one more crate of broccoli to go on.
And this is the first load for Wilkes-Barre Market. I'm not going to try and count all the crates of everything, but we have red tomatoes, green zucchini, one small box of green tomatoes, kale, kohlrabi, broccoli, garlic, and lettuce.
Alrighty, so Dad, Pap, and my other buddy Earl that helps us at our plant markets is gonna go to Wilkes-Barre today. Mom and Frank are gonna stay home, along with Sydney. They're gonna try and get a lot of strawberries planted. Sammy, Trevor, and myself are heading off to Ocean City, Maryland for the next 3 days. which is pretty exciting. This isn't really the ideal time. We were hoping to have strawberries in actually about a week ago, but with all the rain we had, we couldn't get the plastic laid, and then we were hoping the strawberries came in 2 days ago, not yesterday, and well, this is the way it fell, and our place was already booked, so this is what just has to happen. Like I said, it's only 3 days. We'll be back in basically no time. If they don't have the strawberries in by then, we'll hammer them in already. So I'm back from the beach. It's been about 4 days now since we've planted the strawberries. I just got out here to the field. I want to see how they're doing. It actually looks like they're doing really well. That's really exciting. You can see all the new green leaves coming out. Almost none of these had green leaves when we planted them. And if they did, they were just very, very tiny. I can already see a couple right here, which isn't bad at all, that don't look like anything's gonna happen with them, but it's still early. We'll see what happens. Like that one there and these two. But besides that, the rest look really good. What helped is that we got the plants in, got them in the ground right away, and then we actually got about a ½ inch of rain to water them all in. That new green growth, exactly what you want to see, right out the row. And then while we were gone, they actually got 2 more rows planted. Now these ones aren't coming out with green leaves yet, maybe just tiny little ones, because they were planted about a day or 2 later. So hopefully within the next day or 2, we'll start to see them shooting out. And then we only have not even 1 full row left. So we should hopefully finish that today, and then later on, I think in about August, we're gonna plant the rest of the field with our plugs. Before we start even thinking about planting those today though, we wanna get down to the farm and get all our main veggies picked, because it's gonna get hot and we like to get a lot of the cole crops or things like the tomatoes that are in the high tunnel picked before it gets to be like 150 degrees in there. I didn't wanna forget to also show you the strawberry field that we were picking out of all season is now finished. My dad went through and killed it. So now the whole field is gonna die, including the strawberries. After that, we'll mow them off, and then we'll go through and get all the plastic lifted up. It looks pretty bad right now because, like I said, we didn't really worry about spraying the weeds in between the rows or pulling the weeds out in the centers, just because we knew they were done and we were gonna be killing everything. So the first thing we're gonna do today is bag corn, but I actually have to go up in the bin and shovel some of the corn. And I'm gonna show you why here in a couple minutes. So I just got in the bin, and this is why I had to come in here, is that right there. All that section is rotted corn from getting too hot, too humid, laying wet, and then rotting. We have a dryer on this bin, and we have these augers, which I'll show you here in a minute, that spin around the bin, but we ran it for a long time after we got our corn harvested last season. That way it dried out, but I guess just because it was so hot and humid, it got moisture in here again, and then we didn't run it for a couple weeks, and this is what happened. So now even running the bin, blowing everything out, but not the augers, because we don't want to mix all this bad corn in. And so our next step is now to come in here with bags and bag that up and haul it out of here. That way we don't run it through the auger into our bags for the farm market, and then our customers get it. So that's going to be a job itself. But what I have to do now is shovel all the corn away from the door, which the door is like right here. That way we can get inside and carry those bags out once, you know, we can get into it.
That's gonna have to fill them to full. You're gonna have to fill them out in there. That's pretty full.
It's not even 50 pounds.
Huh?
It's not even 50 pounds.
It's not even 50 pounds. You think I'm gonna be able to lift these out of here?
You're not lifting them. You're not gonna be the one lifting them.
It's more than 50 pounds.
So we got about, what, 11? 11 bags. It looks a lot better. All these bridged up places here now are just damp, not actually rotted. So it's gonna be very important now we get these augers turned on and get this all mixing around.
to dry it out as fast as possible. You can see how black her face mask is from all that bad corn we pulled out. Feel better now?
Yeah. I got fresh air. Oh gosh.
So we're safe, we're out. That was not a fun job, especially now that the sun's coming out. It feels like it's about 150 degrees in there. You can see our masks were white when we started. You can see how black they are. So that just tells you that they were doing their job. Sammy and I just started bagging now. Good news is the corn looks awesome. You'd never even know that that was in there. Feels nice and dry. I don't see any bad kernels. I'm sure there's one or two, but there's so mixed in that you can't really see anything. Ready? Mm-hmm. Yes.
I think we're doing this right. Yeah, what is the pink on it? Is that good or bad?
Yep, it's just a type of garlic. It's a purple garlic.
Oh, is it?
Purple, yeah.
Okay. Learn something new every day. Kind of thought that it was a different kind. I remember Logan saying something about it. But... Another hot day. So how was the weather down there on your vacation? Good?
Yeah, it was good. It was very humid.
Oh, yeah.
Should I come in? Should I come in?
Okay, you better. I don't know how we're gonna get it back closed again. If you step on the inside of that, it's over. Yep, I got it. Step on open.
I'm out of your way.
Sammy took the camera. I had to go back in the bin after we got done bagging corn to get those bags out so we could turn the augers on and the fan on and everything, or else they get caught up and it'd be very bad. Problem is, I had to shovel a lot of corn away from the door. Everything was avalanching in. Big problem, took a long time. Like I said, it's getting hotter and hotter in there. But I had at least had a mask on and I'm just dripping sweat, covered in dust. So Sammy and Dad are gonna get rid of that old corn. Don't know what they're gonna do with it. I'm going home to just take a shower and clean up a little bit, and then who knows what we'll get into for the rest of the day. So that's what I'm gonna call it a wrap this video. As always, thank you guys for watching. And always remember, it ain't much, but it's honest work.